Well, good evening, everyone. This is Mike Bass back again with another forecast update for you for this May the 7th, 2024. I'm hoping everybody had a great Tuesday out there so far. Everybody had a great Tuesday evening. Hope everybody continues to stay safe and well and also enjoy the weather because it's the only weather you got. Okay, in tonight's video, we're going to be talking about your forecast for Wednesday and Thursday. Also, we're going to take a look at the weather radar across the nation as well. Also, the current Watches Warning Advisory map. Also, we're going to take a look at the Storm Prediction Center overview and the storm reports that came in this afternoon, and also the fire weather forecast for today. And also, we're going to take a look at the Storm Prediction Center outlook for your Wednesday and Thursday, as we got more severe weather to talk about in this forecast package. All right, well, hope everybody like I said, hope everybody enjoyed these forecasts. Make sure you subscribe. I'm trying to get 600 subscribers. 600 subscribers. So anybody out there can help me get to 600. I greatly appreciate it. Also, like these videos, share these videos, and let's go ahead and get the show on the road here, folks. All right. As you can see here, we got some showers in portions of New Brunswick, also Newfoundland, in the coastal waters region, stretching all the way back into southeast Canada, back to Minnesota. Also Wisconsin, also in the south and North Dakota, through Nebraska, Iowa, down toward Texas, to the Carolinas, back to D.C., and all the way up into Maine as well. Alright, we have some severe weather possible in this area here, in the yellow slashed area from Texas over toward West Virginia, western North Carolina, portions of Georgia, Alabama, Mississippi, Arkansas, Missouri, Illinois, Indiana, Kentucky, and Tennessee region, with some flash flooding in that region as well, in the red slashed area. Alright, we have some critical fire weather over portions of New Mexico and West Texas. Also, we have some showers up here across South Canada, stretching back into Montana, North and South Dakota, with mixed precipitation there as well, stretching to Colorado, Wyoming, Montana, and portion of Idaho, with some snow there from Idaho down into Utah and portion of Wyoming, and a little big pocket area of some heavy snow over portion of Montana and a little bit in portion of Wyoming as well. Otherwise, dry high pressure in charge of much of Canada, back down in Minnesota, North Dakota, also in the portions of Newfoundland, southern South Carolina to the Florida Keys, back to Texas, all the way to Kansas, also back to Colorado, Nevada, Washington, Oregon State, California, Gulf of California, Mexico, Yucatan Peninsula, Jamaica, Cuba, and the Bahamas, and the Florida Keys and the Florida region as well. All of this activity is for your Wednesday, May 8th. Alright, you can see here we got a big area of showers and storms stretching up in southeast Canada, stretching back to portion of Michigan to Wisconsin to Illinois, back to Iowa, portion of Montana through Nebraska, portion of Colorado, Kansas, and as far south as Texas to Arkansas, across Florida, Louisiana, through the Carolinas, all the way into coastal waters up to Maine, through portion of New Hampshire, Vermont, New York State, southeast Canada, back to Ohio, West Virginia region, Kentucky, and Tennessee. And in the yellow slashed area, stretching from up here near Maryland, Delaware, D.C., Virginia, the Carolinas, Georgia, all the way back into Texas. Some severe weather possible. And across portions of Louisiana, Mississippi, and Alabama, and portions of Georgia. Some flash flooding and heavy rain there possible. Alright, we got mixed precipitation over portions of South Dakota, Wyoming, portion of Montana, Utah, Colorado, and northern New Mexico. Otherwise, dry high pressure in charge of Newfoundland, portion of New Brunswick, much of Michigan, Wisconsin, back to Washington, Oregon State, through California, Nevada, Gulf of California, also down into Texas, Oklahoma, portion of Missouri, also into portions of Tennessee, Kentucky, and Indiana, also down into South Texas, the Yucatan, down into much of Mexico, the Gulf of California, Yucatan Peninsula, Jamaica, Cuba, Bahamas, central and southern Florida, including the Florida Keys. All of this activity is for your Thursday, May 9th. Alright. As you can see here at the current radar as of 7:33 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time, as you can see here, we got some shower activity up here across South Canada, portion of Montana, scattered activity over Washington, Oregon State, down in Idaho, Nevada, Utah, and the port of Colorado, also in the Kansas, Nebraska, back up to North Dakota, also in the Minnesota, also in Iowa, also over toward Michigan, all the way down into Illinois. Got some scattered activity from West Virginia, the Carolinas, back into Alabama, with some ongoing severe thunderstorm warnings in the yellow. We have a couple tornado warnings up here in portions of Michigan and Illinois. We'll get to that in just a few minutes. And also some more severe thunderstorm warnings as well. Alright, let's move on to the current Watches Warning Advisory map. This is currently across the nation. Okay, you can see we got some coastal flood advisory up here around New Jersey, Delaware, down into eastern Virginia. Flood watches there as well, and also over here in portions of West Virginia, Ohio, down into portions of Tennessee. Severe thunderstorm warnings in the yellow here in portions of Virginia, North Carolina, and also Tennessee and North Alabama. Same up in portions of Michigan, also in the portions of Indiana, and also with a few ongoing severe tornado warnings in red there as well. A lot of river flood warnings in effect for portions of Iowa to Illinois to Missouri, down into Arkansas, down in Louisiana and Texas. Flood warnings there as well, and also Iowa and also into Missouri. All right, special weather statements for you guys here in Iowa. Wind advisories over portions of South Dakota, North Dakota, same over toward Idaho, and also into northern and southern portions of California, portions of Arizona. Also, we have red flag warnings in the following states. Include Colorado, Nebraska, Kansas, Oklahoma, Texas, all of New Mexico, West Texas, and also northeastern New Mexico with some heat advisories over South Texas. Alright, we have some freeze warnings in effect across Utah and Colorado. Frost advisories there as well. Winter weather advisories also in effect for portions of Colorado. Winter storm warning for Utah. Winter weather advisories and winter storm warning for portions of Wyoming, also into Montana. High wind warnings there as well. Blizzard warning there in red. High wind warning is also stretching into portions of South Dakota and also Wyoming region as well. Special weather statements over Nevada. Frost advisories over portions of Oregon State, California with some freeze warnings there as well. Alright, we have some gale warnings, small craft advisory from Washington State down in Southern California. Also from the central and southern portions of the Hawaiian Chain Island with some high wind warnings to the south. The Alaska area got some areas of freeze and spray along coastal areas. The green is flood watches and special weather statements for Alaska. Alright, Storm Prediction Center overview. Here we go, folks. Alright, you can see there's that activity over Montana stretching into the Great Lakes region, down into the Ohio and Tennessee River Valley, portion of North Carolina. There's the tornado watches in red. There's a slight risk down across Texas, marginal risk from Texas over to North Carolina, back into portions of Wisconsin. Here's the convective valley. You can see a little bit better with general thunderstorms in the lighter green. Current watches, tornado watches from Michigan down in the portion of Ohio and also Indiana. Portion of Illinois. The storm reports that came in, we had 5 tornado reports, pretty much over a portion of Michigan and Iowa region, northern Iowa. Also, we had 24 wind reports, North Carolina to Missouri to Oklahoma, all the way up into Ohio, Indiana, Illinois, also in the portions of Wisconsin. We had hail reports. We had 66 of them, and 6 of them were large, pretty much over Wisconsin, Iowa, also Illinois, Indiana, portion of Michigan as well. And so that brought the total number to 95 as this current recording. I do expect more to increase. Well, the number to increase, that is. All right, fire weather. We have an elevated risk for portions in Kansas, Texas, Oklahoma, back into Colorado and New Mexico, and portions of Arizona. Critical fire weather pretty much over New Mexico and portions of southeastern Colorado. Alright, Storm Prediction Center outlook. This is for your Wednesday. As you can see, we got general thunderstorm from up here near Burlington, all the way back to Green Bay to Minneapolis, also towards Pierre, also Valentine, Lincoln, down toward Austin. Far east is Charleston, with Columbia, Charleston, South Carolina, Savannah, Jacksonville, down to Tampa. Alright, we have a marginal risk stretching from Columbia, South Carolina to Wilmington, North Carolina to Virginia Beach to New York State, all the way up to Watertown, Albany, from all the way to Sioux Falls to Del Monte, Iowa. We have a enhanced risk from Little Rock to Memphis, Jackson, Nashville, Bowling Green, Evansville, up toward Louisville, Jefferson City. You're included in that. That's the enhanced. The slight risk include Waco to Shreveport to Greenville to Chattanooga to Charlotte to Raleigh, Roanoke to Charleston, West Virginia, over towards Springfield and Hannibal regions, of Illinois and Missouri. Alright, tornado probability for tomorrow. The significant area will be included. Significant in 10%, including Nashville, Tennessee, St. Louis, Missouri, Springfield, Missouri, Evansville, Indiana, and Clarksville, Tennessee, and surrounding areas. Alright, also being 5%, this includes Dallas, Memphis, Louisville, Plano, Lexington, Fayetteville area. Also 2%, including Indianapolis, Fort Worth, Charlotte, Arlington, and Cincinnati regions, for a 2% tornado, Delmont, Iowa. Alright, here is the damaging winds, over 60 to 70 miles per hour. If you're in the 30%, this includes Memphis, Nashville. 60%, this includes Dallas, Indianapolis, Fort Worth, Charlotte to Arlington. Also for 5%, include New York, Chicago, Philadelphia, Columbus, and Baltimore region for severe weather tomorrow. Alright, which is your Wednesday. Alright, large hail. This is golf ball size hail to maybe baseball size hail in some areas. The significant in 30% area. This includes Dallas, Memphis, Fort Worth, Nashville, St. Louis, Louisville, Arlington, Lexington, Fayetteville vicinities as well. 15% include Dallas, Indianapolis, to Fort Worth, to Charlotte, to Arlington. And then from 5% include New York, Chicago, Philadelphia, Columbus, and Baltimore regions as well. Alright, let's move on to day number 3. Alright, you can see we have the general thunderstorms over here from Jackson to Jasper to Cheyenne to Denver, down to Pablo to over to Durango and Grand Junction. General thunderstorms also from Green Bay to Rochester to Springfield to Scranton to New York, all the way to Cincinnati, down to Bowling Green, Little Rock, down toward Abilene, also towards Tallahassee and Jacksonville area. And that's in the marginal risk from Tallahassee to New Orleans to Houston, up to Greenville, Birmingham, Chattanooga, Roanoke, Charlotte, Charleston, West Virginia, Philadelphia. And if you're in the slight risk area, this includes Baltimore to Washington, D.C., to Richmond, to Virginia Beach, to Raleigh, to Charlotte, Wilmington, Columbia, South Carolina, now Charleston, to Savannah, to Atlanta, Columbus, Dalton, Mobile, to far west to Waco, to Austin, and also down towards San Antonio. And the probability for severe weather will occur in the same vicinities, what I just called out. 15% from Baltimore to Columbia, South Carolina, back to Waco and Austin. 15%. This is from Dallas all the way to Philadelphia. 5% risk area. Alright. Well, I hope everybody enjoyed this video. Everybody continue to stay safe and well. So enjoy the weather, because it's the only weather you got. Like these videos, share these videos, consider subscribing if you have not. And make sure you subscribe if you have not. And we'll catch you back in the next video. So have a wonderful, wonderful